I always forget to unmute myself. Isn't that so funny? As I said, like I said, turn it up for myself. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Let me know if it's pretty loud and I can change it. Like I said, when I was muted, I found this randomly while I was searching through Steam. Looked interesting, so I picked it up. And yeah, it's an FMV game where you control the broadcast that's currently playing on everyone's televisions. And we shall see how that goes. The election. Oh boy, holy shit. It's a lot of buttons and dials and knobs. Oh shit. Oops. Oh. Wow, it's us.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. Alright, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so, you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down.
Okay.
Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
Okay.
These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Okay. Oh, that's kind of random.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast.
Oh my
right,
god.
quickly, mate, look down under the desk.
Under the desk?
You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Crazy Neil? Wait, Alan James? Okay.
You should be getting a signal from the studio soon.
Reminds me of the game I Expect
When
You
get
to
the signal,
Die.
select
Oh.
screen one with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
Oh shit.
You know, seafood makes me go out in postures.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated.
The Medicated.
And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory.
Right, button
That's
2
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2,
Nightly News.
1, now. Bit late there, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Okay. That's so much extra makeup, man. Do you really need all that?
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
But first, The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing, or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe
Oh,
lack of
okay.
active policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However,
Oh shit.
former Home Secretary
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there.
Oh, those were
Play
ads.
the first one at the first
Did I
break
put it
of
into
song,
those
but you can play them in
VCRs?
any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
That's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
Great
I'm deeply
sofa,
uncomfortable
great
with your
sofa.
burgeoning friendship. Yeah.
Oh.
Weird. You made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep
Jesus.
things interesting.
Oh
A lot
boy.
of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine.
Okay.
It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen
Alright,
programs on
let's do
television,
it.
haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
Oh boy.
Going in 5, 4.
You got it? You want it? You want it? We've got it. You pay us.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
the medicated. Yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
He's a wonderful
Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love of
Very
course,
intriguing, guys.
for free. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
So sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards. Although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And
Yeah, okay.
that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people.
The little people.
But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result, indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But,
Been on that show a bit long.
I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Fuck.
Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which only next week
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr.
What?
Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Cool, looks like Blunderclash is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate.
Oh, boy.
Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
Nonsense, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Jubbly,
Good.
mate.
For you, baby.
Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
What is even happening in that trailer that they're playing?
The sterility.
I have not been paying attention in the slightest.
This formula, this is the key.
Stop it all.
Bloody perfect, mate.
Cool.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
What?
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is
Yeah.
about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the spacebar on your keyboard for as long as the
Oh,
swear
okay.
word lasts. It can take a bit of
Spacebar.
practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line.
Oh, okay, that's
Of course,
pretty
if you
easy.
do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
Okay.
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1,
What?
2, and hold it down.
minutes from the coast, and with more than 2 areas of out.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You
Okay.
can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advanced Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address. are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast.
Go
Oh shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed. Get ready to bleed.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they
That's
had
what
against us. But you...
Oh, whoops.
Totally missed that.
Fuck, I forgot. I have to look out for the.
Sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. It makes me coarser than the grain is funny.
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party.
Oh, this is a lot to keep track of. Holy shit.
When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced
Yeah, this is
a
using a
list
lot
of
more
every person
concentration
in
than
the
I
country's
thought.
wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today.
It ends today, guys.
Tomorrow,
It ends
we'll start
today.
making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
Oh shit.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the
God.
fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble.
It's
So,
me.
as the
I'm
country
gonna be in
braces itself for
trouble.
new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate.
Okay.
Gotta go. Varies about
Woo-wee.
the league. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Old boring politics then.
Helen James.
Fever dream, and I'm dying now.
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
But you ended up filleting Satan for the salty crumbs. It's happening here. It's happening now. And it's all happening right in front of you.
Dang, I
I'm Alan
sucked.
James.
Alan James is one of the country's most controversial columnists
Alan
and
James.
speakers.
And they're going to take your poor sweet grandma, and you're never going to see those dribbling dentures again. Oh, grandma, look at their faces. That's not what cows look like. You
What?
I call it the stuck market because it's just another pole they've stuck up our collective. I don't care if he was once your nephew, Cameron. He's standing in the way of the truth.
Now, Alan
What?
James, author of Alan James is Right, is coming to your city.
I'm Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, the Gospel according to Alan James, and the Alan James shall set you free.
The Alan James shall set you free, guys. Subscribe now. Leave a like and a comment.
Alan James is Right in front of you.
Alan James.
I'm Alan James.
Alan James.
Alan James is Right.
Alan James.
I'm Alan James.
Coming to a city near you. Check local press for dates and times.
When the program's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how
Yeah, I
well
kept
the
missing
broadcast
the
went,
bleeps.
each sequence, and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You got a graph there showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch. And of course, you can really drill into the details if you want to get better at making TV. I never came here, never once.
Oh, okay.
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid.
Broken his power! Oh.
Shows you the financial state of our main advertisers, but you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner.
The Illuminati.
Why would you care? This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world. Tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important. Tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Okay. Got a heart. That's always good.
Welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load.
Oh, that's
Once it's
cool.
finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's
That's
national
not. That's
finals.
pretty cool. I
But
like
before
that.
let's
I
take a
enjoy
look at
that.
What's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which
Shape
tonight
of
looks at the
Now.
history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m.
Back and relax with multiple award-winning movie, The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian
On up. The election win that.
Okay. I get it.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right,
Rushes.
this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go. And when you're done listening to
Oh,
the
that's
backstage
nice.
sequence,
That's good. They can do it outside of the game. That's fine. Okay, I get it. I get it. Wait, save and quit? Oh, whoops. I did not mean to press save and quit. I meant to press continue. Well, shit.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
As a reminder, guys, play Dragon Audit, one of the best games ever made. It's a pretty good time, for sure. Fuck. Oh, no. You should talk about how one the other catches your eye. Team wants to know you. You open it. Asking from new advanced government asking for yes, at least they got the basics right. Upon starting a new job, you would only introduce you to new coworkers, be productive and get to work immediately. In an orientation with your workplace, it's with friends about old jobs. Yeah, sure. How do you even taking home? You won't tell anyone. Report to my superior immediately. Cover up their violation. Sure. What's my day for it? Really work on time. Barbecue, you and your family provided. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family. You're washing your hair that day. Not for free, but wouldn't mind missing it. Yeah. Successful career now about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements, all the memories you had working there. Review the pros and cons of the company. Focus on issues and challenges you face while working. If you refuse to attend time, you would like to focus on doing things like listening to music or making models. Attend political rallies, stand up for what you believe in, encourage and support your children with their hobbies, and local sports team. Just encourage and support my children. Alright. Career will be started by natural beauty, get away from the strain of the daily grind, commercial and offer on discovering new experiences and challenges. Start your day out at the park, bursting with thrills and tricks for you and your family. Hell yeah. That the government keeps people safe, free, happy, equal. Oh. That is an interesting choice. Shit. I guess happy? Sign your name. Intriguing. There goes all my spicy chocolate milk. Because I've gone to bed, you're just trying to prepare a coffee cup. I'm still ready from my first trip together. The Prince Vado, the goofy face that makes you smile. You know what, Neil? This is Chris, Sam Sibling. Stress. First thing today, I need a favor. You're the only one I can ask. Oh, what's going on? You know what? No, sorry. It's you, King. Let's see. Just 2 minutes. Heard about the Assets and Wealth Act? You know, for now. Taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy. Saying the top 1% or don't have super money. They can't afford it. Like me, we're gonna lose everything. That's why I'm here. Okay, what the just play on the photos. It's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. Whoa. What? You can mine in half the blood countries. People always say you and I look similar, so leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe. But I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Like, so let me ask if I had any other chores. Okay. Oh my god. Oh shit. I don't know what to pick. Fuck. I guess I'll have to tell her. Things are really that bad? They can leave. Just take my message and get out. Where lines up to thank you. I have to look for family. If I know Milo, Chrissy, it's probably all but one big overreaction. I'll probably family see, but I don't think it's okay. I head back downstairs to find Chris at the table fidgeting. You jump up as soon as they enter. Good luck with everything, I guess, buddy. Appreciate this. I get back to home so safely out of the country. Alright, they left me here. as a news or broadcast editor man guy. What is a cupcake? Why are you looking at me like that? The Fallout? Uh-oh. That's not good. That is not good at all. Dave was here. Alright. Well,
Let's get set up and get on with it, eh? So I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts. You know, load the tapes under the desk. Look
that's a lot
down.
of fuck. Okay, what? Oh, right. Is this toy saved? Mr. Sugar Chugs! Let me see, I need to see that. Oh, there's his Neil. Elegant new skin cream with a porky little twist! Advanced go-getters. Teen Teams. Okay.
You can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have
A, B, okay.
and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here.
What?
Really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the
Oh, right. Oh, shit.
Says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5.
Oh boy, let's see. I can't wait to see what the thing is gonna look like.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight: destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guests if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young
Oh my god, that's fucking funny. I'm gonna do this Pokemon.
Sophia Remington's appointment is a risk for the giant mega corporation. Sophia, as our regular viewers will be aware, has always been a wild child and has been romantically linked to several movie stars and sports personalities.
Whoa.
In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash.
Oh boy.
Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Morgan have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flood technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is
projectile vomit.
The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. And judging from the
Oh,
angle
what
of
a,
the
that's
varsity
an
of that spray,
amazing
it looks like
Photoshop,
Johnny
not gonna
Robinson
lie.
wanted a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner. And Griever's bodily charm, with Advance promising a radical new position.
What?
How afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police, and less oversight, are we using an Advance-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, a mega move with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand.
Oh, shit.
They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
30 seconds back, everybody.
Oh, whoops. Whoops. My bad. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Fuck. Okay. Damn, we lost a lot of viewers already. Alan James is right. I had no idea what was happening for a second.
Speaking of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
The grand plan?
Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right,
Alan
Jeremy.
James is
We're
right.
to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't...
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
What's happening?
Orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Democracy is dead!
Radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand
Fuck!
is that these
Shit!
are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates.
Opiates?
Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Belief
Don't get me wrong,
juice.
I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating Law and Order before Meghan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Consequences.
Alan, I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Ooh.
Shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it fully.
Snuggle hugs, yeah.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
When you can't.
Oh God.
How's it going? Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
You don't want to be left out.
Oh, Mr. Snugglehugs, you're so silly.
10 seconds, everybody.
Please.
Mr. Snugglehugs in stores now, selling out fast.
3.
That thing is terrible. What the fuck?
In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy.
What?
There simply isn't enough being done
Oh,
at
shit.
a systemic level.
Shit.
We need more support from ministers. We need more support from ministers.
What the fuck?
We need change at a structural level, Jeremy.
leaving,
At a
Greg.
structural level. Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's. It never is it?
Just hang on.
What?
The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
Holy cow. Okay.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving?
What?
Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector.
Leaving you.
Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our
Oh my
nation.
God, what is happening back there?
With the system, Bob. Do you think there's a
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I am sure we all long for a return to the days when you
Oh,
could
fuck.
safely walk
Shit.
the streets of
Fuck.
your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our
Ugh.
and lost touch with what it
Okay.
means to be a citizen of this once great
Oh my
country.
God, stop.
Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have
Okay.
been
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Origin.
Oh shit.
The Bible, look, Leviticus
Whoops.
clearly states that.
What?
Jeremy, your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia?
What?
Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear?
What's happening?
As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral
Jeremy, back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use little help with this.
I'm sorry, darling. I was saying.
Oh shit.
Yes, I'm
Fuck.
talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him talking to Jeremy Donaldson?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gimp space.
Well, it is certainly not
Oh, what the
decent, good, white people of this.
Where's the paddle?
Hold on.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said.
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said, get back in your gimp space.
Oh my God.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated burglary and menacing a SWAT. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
His birthday!
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony.
Oh shit, fuck. Whoops. Press the wrong button.
Nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, so my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris. Little
Big Chris.
And Vampire Chris.
Vampire Chris. Whoa.
This one's, yeah?
Yep.
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
Sopen!
So, do you feel tempted to... Who's this, Tony?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate.
Oh.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Fucking way,
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we...
Damn! I want to go to the party.
You, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some lucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back.
Oh my god.
1 minute back, everybody.
Oh shit.
Well.
Piss off.
Smooth, incisive journalism.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the Vision Mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
What?
And 7 out of 10 dentists would recommend it.
10 seconds, everybody.
Judoka shine.
Open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture
Okay.
Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the
Whoops.
first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their
What's
play,
happening in this
Hey,
shot?
Friendship on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went
Let's
to look
do
for a dance
something.
teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Jeff Algebra.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle.
I just think that when we travel around all these
Oh
problems,
shit, hi Zerif, how's it going?
they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing.
Wait, I cannot hear you. 1 second. Shit. Oh no, you're muted. Never mind.